Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Florida Person Podcast.
Welcome, everybody. Hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well on this fine day.
Yeah, it's a fine day, and we've got a bunch of weird news for you this week. So here we go.
Florida person. Florida person. Florida person.
Who wants to start? Maybe we should introduce ourselves. We didn't do that.
Yeah, we should probably do that. I'm Jackie Schwartz.
I'm Meg Gallagher.
And this is your weird news for the week. The weirdest news we could find on the internet for this week.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you have? You got something weird to start out with? I've got so many animal ones, but I probably can't do all of them. I'm gonna have to narrow it down.
I am starting. I'm starting with the animal one too.
Okay, that's fine.
And I know that last episode, it was a bear who broke into a house and stole a cake, ate a cake, and this is kind of related. This is from the UPI.
I love a good bear.
UPI, September 12th by Ben Hooper.
Yes, Ben is back. This is just the Ben Hooper podcast.
It should just be called
Hoop de Boop.
Bear crashes 2-year-old's birthday party, eats cupcakes.
Oh, it is cake and bears.
Yes.
What is it with cake and bears? I thought bears were into pies.
Or honey. I guess maybe the bear who ate the cake told his other bear friends about baked goods and they're telling everybody.
You know, I'm sure that a bear loves a good bakery case. I love a good bakery case full of confections. I'm sure a bear feels the same way.
This is September 12th. A bear crashed a 2-year-old's birthday party in Connecticut and was filmed feasting on cupcakes while the partygoers fled inside.
Oh, okay.
Ralph and Laura Madigan said they were hosting a birthday party for their son, Cyrus, outside their West Hartford home when a bear emerged from the woods. The parents and other adults at the party rushed to get the kids inside, but the Bruin was more interested in the contents of the picnic table.
You can't call him a Bruin. A Bruin? What is that like calling him like the big dolt or something?
I don't know. What does the word Bruin mean?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me look it up. I know it's a sports team.
Is it like a young bear? Is it like an adult bear? Is it like an adult?
It is a bear. It's a bear. I thought it was, but is it I don't know. Is it a derogatory term for a bear?
It a German word or something? The Bruin.
I don't see where it's from, but it says Bruin. It's a noun. Definition number 1: a bear. Definition number 2: a name given to the bear. Definition number 3: a bear, so called in popular tales and fables. So it's a bear. All right, I was wrong. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Fairy tale. Okay.
It's just, I guess, a whimsical way to call a bear a bear.
The bear was filmed feasting on cupcakes from the picnic table while the party attendees watched through the window. And that's where the story ends. But the video is quite charming because the bear is like eating these cupcakes, like getting down. Like
is it a big bear?
So happy eating these cupcakes.
Oh my gosh.
And he's so big and the cupcakes look so little. I kind of wish that there was like, if they interviewed the child, Cyrus, he must have been, I would be so mad if I had to leave my party. My party was ruined by a bear eating my cupcakes.
See, I feel like I would be like, the bear ate all my cupcakes. I think I'd be kind of into it, but I would also probably demand that my parents got me some more sweets. I was more of a cookie cake kind of girl, though. I still am. I'm always going to take a cookie over a cupcake or a regular cake because I'm not a big cake person, never have been. I always asked for either key lime pie because,
oh gosh, I can't stand key lime pie. I just never. I can't deal with it.
I love key lime pie.
Think about it. I can't. Won't look at it.
I love key lime pie. Key lime pie is like my all-time favorite. I love like all the like meringue type pies, lemon meringue pie.
Yeah. No. No, thank you.
Like sweet and sour is all good. That or like a cookie cake. Going to like get one, just one of those giant cookies. I love a giant cookie.
I would eat a little of a cupcake. I don't think I'd eat as much as this bear, because this bear is just eating every cupcake in sight.
No. I have a cake mix in my cabinet that I still haven't done anything with, because it takes 3 eggs. It says it needs 3 eggs, and I'm like, that's far too many eggs to waste on a cake that I'm barely gonna eat, I feel like. I went to a thrift store and they had like a big like bucket of like, take any of this stuff. Like, I guess the lady was just trying to get rid of stuff from her pantry, and I got like a burrito bowl kit, and I took this like cake mix.
What?
And I should have left the cake mix, because the burrito bowl kit was amazing. That was great. But
the cake mix
wasn't a good idea. Wasn't a good idea. I don't want to waste that many eggs on it. Now when eggs are going up in price so much.
Take it to another thrift store and you can
Maybe I'll have to do that. I don't these are just my own personal first world problems. Forget I said anything. I love the bear. I love that I hope next week you come back with another story about bears and their cake and all of that. I love bears. I think we're starting to get out of bear season, because it's September now, and aren't bears going to go into hibernation soon?
Oh. Oh my gosh! I better do all the bear, Bruin research I can.
You better start digging for those bears.
What do you think made him like writing this very short article and be like, what's another word for bear?
I guess they did like the synonym check. They did. When you Google something and you're going, well, I need another word for this, you do the synonym check with synonyms for bear, and Bruin came up. I guess I never realized that was the sports team. It's the something or other Bruins. I don't know. I'll probably get clocked for that. All right. Enough about bears. There's other animals to report on.
Okay, what do you have going on?
All right, so this is a squirrel story coming out of Newsweek on 9/9/22, so September 9th, 2022, by Jess Thompson. Oh god, it opens up. There's like an unrelated video that just opened up when I opened up this article of squirrel scares away bear. So they're listening to us. I think the robots are listening.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so this says splooting squirrels seen around San Francisco during California heat wave.
Oh, this sounds cute.
At first I thought it was like splooting. What is that? Is that another word for pooping? It's not. Don't worry. It's not. It's cuter than that. It is cute. So California has been going through a heat wave in the last week. It's finally over. It's like pretty normal. I'm looking at it's like noon here in LA and it's 80 degrees, which is totally doable, totally fine. But it's been like in the hundreds plus for the past week, and it was terrible. But it's over. It's over now. Hopefully till next year. All right, so San Francisco's squirrels have been spotted splooting, or laying splayed out on the ground on their bellies as they try to survive the California heat wave. So
it's so cute.
So it's kind of like their legs, their back legs and their front legs are just sort of like splayed out. Almost like they're gonna do a belly flop, but they're flopped onto like a branch or the ground or something with their full bellies just laid out.
I've seen that discussed with cats. I saw a video about that with cats.
Yes, it's definitely my cat does it, and sometimes he'll go into like a sploot where he kind of like leans down and like shuffles forward into a sploot, and then if he does it on carpet, he leaves like a skid mark of fur. And there's just like a track of fur when he gets up.
Oh, Malcolm sploots.
It's pretty cute.
Malcolm has his little legs out forward, and then he has his back little leg, his only back leg, and it's just like out. I'm like, so cute.
Oh. So it says temperatures in San Francisco have been reaching a scorching 105 degrees. And while humans have been able to retreat into their air-conditioned homes, not all of us. A lot of people actually don't have air conditioning in California because in apartments, it's illegal to not have a heating unit, but it's not illegal to not have an air-conditioned unit. It's just one of those stupid laws here. I have air conditioning, so I was fine. Squirrels in the area can only resort to splooting to keep cool. Alison Hermance, a worker at Wild Care in San Rafael, told San Francisco Gate that her animal hospital had been receiving lots of calls about hot animals, including concerns about squirrels spread out flat. And there's a picture of it. I'll send you what this looks like, and it'll be in the show notes, but of these splayed out squirrels. They do look funny. If you see a squirrel lying down like this, don't worry, it's just fine, tweeted the NYC Parks Department in August in response to concerned residents who had seen squirrels laying on their bellies during a heat wave in New York last month. On hot days, squirrels keep cool by splooting.
Oh my God, so cute.
Which is stretching out on cool surfaces to reduce body heat. It's sometimes referred to as heat dumping.
Oh God.
Well, we like splooting better. Don't call it heat dumping. Please don't make that a thing. That sounds more like pooping than splooting does. Animals, including humans, need to regulate their temperature to avoid heat stroke or hypothermia. Humans have a variety of ways of cooling ourselves down in hot weather, ranging from sweating, vasodilation, which is when the blood vessels widen in the skin, and our body hair laying flat against our skin to prevent hot air being trapped.
Scientific.
Animals covered in fur can't sweat, however, meaning that they need other ways of staying cool. Many mammals pant, evaporating heat away from dampness inside their mouths, while others rely on behavioral cooling, finding shade, or laying their bodies against a cool surface, which is also known as splooting. So I guess that is like the scientific term.
Oh, they're so cute.
The squirrel is putting as much of their body surface as possible in contact with a cooler surface, frequently on concrete or pavement that's been in the shade, says Charlotte Dievitz, a biologist and PhD student studying squirrel behavior at the University of Minnesota, told CNN. I would love to go to school and be like, well, what are you getting your PhD in? Oh, I'm just studying squirrel behavior. I have a PhD in squirrel behavior.
in heat dumping.
I mean, I guess somebody's got to be an expert on squirrels, right? I just wonder how you really get on that path.
Yeah, because otherwise they have to calm down the population concern about splooting.
Absolutely.
You say, what is this happening? And they're like, everybody remain calm. I have a PhD in squirrel behavior. It's totally normal.
Yeah, so it says other animals have also been known to sploot, including bears. See, bears keep coming back. Dogs, cats, and otters. I would love to see an otter sploot.
So
my gosh.
Cute.
These heat responses in the animals of California come during an intense heat wave caused by a powerful heat dome over the state. This kind of scorching heat is thought to be one symptom of encroaching climate change, which is expected to increase the frequency of extreme weather events. Yeah, well, we know. Oof. While this will have damaging effect on humans, the changing climate will also affect millions of animals around the world. So I guess the good part of that, the good takeaway is it does mean more splooting.
Oh, I guess the benefits to climate change.
There's even more to this, talking about some other animals. So the last thing I'll end on here is kind of crazy. It says we've received calls coming in about squirrels with heat stroke this week's heat wave, as well as calls about hot deer and birds literally falling on their sides panting with heat, which is so sad.
Oh,
I
that's
would
really
be
sad.
I would be so distressed if I saw a bird on its side panting. I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
I hope I never see that. I hope I never see a bird pant and laying on its side. No. No,
Oh,
thank you.
that is tragic.
Because I think birds are so cool. I love a bird. You love a bird? Mm-hmm.
Poor little birdie.
Birds. Oh, no. Well, there you go.
Well, I'm glad that the squirrels are found a way
Yeah,
to
I'm
cool
glad they
off.
found a way. I love an animal splooting, and also I love the word splooting. I like that it's not a poop word, and I'm glad this heat wave is finally over because it's much nicer outside now and enjoyable. And I'm glad we're getting into fall, spooky season. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Get me
Nice.
out of summer.
Nice
Get
fall.
me out of summer. I never liked it. I never liked summer. I'm into fall.
Nice fall weather.
So what do you got for
All
your
right.
next one here?
I have a scary story.
Ooh, scary.
Well, I mean, it's scary if you're like terrified of goats.
Oh, I'm not, but let's hear it anyway. I love a goat. I love a goat.
This is also another UPI story, September 14th by Ben Hooper. This is loose goat terrorizes Arizona residents, pees on deputy.
Oh, okay.
An Arizona sheriff's office said a loose goat terrorized a community for hours before being apprehended and promptly urinating on a deputy. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office said in a Twitter post that the goat, which they dubbed Billy, terrorized some residents of Tonopah for hours by causing damage to a garage door and an electrical cord before chasing a resident around a car. Deputies from District 2 were able to take Billy into custody, at which point he assaulted one of our deputies by urinating on them. Billy was put into special handcuffs and turned over to livestock control.
Wait, the goat was put into handcuffs?
It's in quotations. What does that even mean? Special
Wouldn't they
handcuffs?
be hoof cuffs? They don't have hands.
They got little
okay, they're hoof cuffs. Little hoof cuffs. I'm thinking, I just keep imagining them putting like a classic, like cartoonish ball and chain on this goat.
Yeah, that's what it should be. I know. In the pictures, they don't mention. They don't show.
It's probably just zip ties,
Yeah,
right?
Probably.
It's probably just zip ties.
But yeah, so the goat, and they got little pictures of it. It's like one of those goats that just has like the floppy ears.
Oh, I like the floppy ears on a goat.
I love goats. Goats are so fun.
I like how crazy goats' eyes look. Like, it looks like their eyes are marbles that somebody just stuck in there. They have like the cat's eye, like, marbles.
Well, it's like sideways.
Marble
They're like
eyes.
got like Kermit the Frog eyes.
Yeah.
And they're just so the attitude that you get from goats at a petting zoo. If you don't have food for them, they're just like, nah.
I love the goats that are also climbing on stuff.
Ooh, yes.
I guess it wasn't a goat, but when I was at the LA Zoo a while ago, they had like those sheeps, the mountain sheeps.
Ooh.
And when you looked into the enclosure, I was like, I don't see any sheeps. And then the sign was like, you don't see any sheeps, do you? And I'm like, yes, that's true.
How do you know what's in my mind?
And the sign like tells you where to look, and they're literally just defying gravity, like on the side of like the enclosure, just kind of like walking sideways up a wall. I don't know how they do it. Yeah, because they're mountain goats, so they can just walk and
Oh,
and
wow.
you know.
That is really
So
amazing that they could do that. Their little hooves are special.
there's some great videos on YouTube of goats standing on other animals. Like they'll somehow
Oh,
just get
yeah.
on top of a horse, and they're
Yeah.
just standing on the horse, and the horse is like, "Come on, come on,
Yeah,
what are you doing?"
there's this farm. What is it? It's like sunflower goat farm, and they have all
Mhm.
these little kids, all these little
Yeah,
kids running around, jumping, and they're
yeah,
so happy. It's like they don't know what to do with themselves. They jump up
because
and they
baby
kick.
goats are called kids. I
Oh,
like it.
I love it. I love it. And
I
they
would
jump
like a
up and they
goat.
jump down, and they jump up and they jump down.
They are crazy. I don't know how they balance like that, but they're crazy. I love a goat. I love a goat. So that was the whole thing. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all
that's
she
all.
wrote.
That's all. The
So
goat.
you've
Silly
been
goat
pretty into
story.
these criminal animals lately.
Yeah, I'm really into it.
This goat being put in hoof cuffs, and this bear eating somebody else's food. Some cake, a cake stealing bear. Well, we'll keep this an all animal podcast today because my Florida story for the day is another animal, but this one you gotta watch out for. You gotta watch out.
Why?
All right, so this one was posted today.
Breaking news.
Yeah, so this is venomous pus caterpillars with worst sting found in Florida.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh.
you heard
No.
that right. Venomous
No.
pus caterpillars.
No. Why?
Okay, but the
Kill
picture of it
it.
just
Kill it all.
the pictures of these caterpillars, they're like those weird hairy ones where they kind of look like they look alien like almost because they're just like a very fuzzy brown big
Oh my
caterpillar.
gosh. I need to see what this looks like. Ugh, why is it called why do you have to have why do they have to have pus in why do they have to have that in the name? I mean,
They shouldn't, but they do.
they shouldn't.
It's pus
Why do they have
caterpillars.
to? Just because I mean people
Pus.
get pus with their bodies and stuff in different situations. That's not like a part of our names.
Well,
It's
this is a pus caterpillar. I guess we're gonna
ooh,
find
it's
out. So it
fluffy.
says pus caterpillars,
Oh.
which have a painful, venomous sting,
Oh.
have been sighted in central Florida. Resident Joel Mathis told Orlando TV station WOFL that he saw some of the fuzzy caterpillars in the
Oh
city of
gosh.
Claremont over the weekend. Pus caterpillars. I like that they're starting every sentence with pus, so strap in here.
Oh.
Pus caterpillars, the larvae of the pus moth or southern flannel moth. Just call it the southern flannel moth then. Don't call it the pus
I know.
moth.
Can you please do that? They're like they're fuzzy. They look like little wigs.
They look like
they look like
Cousin It if Cousin It was a caterpillar.
There's so many other things to talk about besides pus.
Yeah, you could just call them the Cousin It caterpillar, and everybody would think that was fun. And just
Oh my gosh.
pus caterpillars.
Oof.
So the larvae of the pus moth or the southern flannel moth are thought to be one of the most venomous caterpillars in the U.S.
Ah.
Pus caterpillars are generally pretty common
Yeah.
in Florida, although I haven't seen any this year by myself. Lyle Buss. Oh, it's Buss talking about pus.
Golly.
They could have wrote this in the form of like a rhyming poem.
Could have.
An entomologist from the University of Florida's Insect Identification Lab told Newsweek, I believe this species is considered to be the worst stinging caterpillar in Florida.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Pus caterpillars, like other caterpillar species, are the larval stage of a moth, going through several stages of molting and growth before metamorphosizing into their adult form. The pus caterpillars
Gosh.
The pus caterpillars grow more hairs each time they molt, according to a blog post by the University of Florida's Entomology and Nematology Department.
Ew.
While the caterpillar may have derived its name from its fuzzy appearance, it resembles a fluffy cat.
Well, but you guys are calling it pus, okay?
Yeah, you're not calling it pus.
You're not calling it the fluffy caterpillar.
Sense.
You're calling him the pus.
Yeah, if it was... if they were called then it should be called the fuzzy caterpillar. It's just a weird way to say it.
Oh
These
gosh.
so it says these hairs aren't quite as soft and cuddly and are stingers. Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh.
I hate that.
Yeah, their mouths
These hairs
are really scary looking, and the bite, it looks crazy. It's like a bunch of different little marks, like in a ugh.
Most caterpillars are kind of grotesque, but they do turn into something beautiful at the end.
Wait a sec.
I mean, this is a moth one, so it doesn't turn into a butterfly, but moths are cool. We like moths.
You know what? I think it's like pussycat.
Oh, I didn't put that. So it's Puss. Puss caterpillar,
Yes.
but it's
Yeah.
Puss.
Yeah, because I just realized Puss is Pus. And then just looking it
Oh,
up, they're like, the name Puss caterpillar is likely in
Puss.
reference to the caterpillar's resemblance
Hmm.
to a cat's soft fur.
Okay,
Why
so
don't they call it the kitty caterpillar? You can't say pussy
yeah,
anymore.
don't call it the Puss caterpillar. That might be worse. All right, it's the Puss caterpillar. I've been saying it wrong. I guess I don't know. I don't know what is worse, Puss caterpillar or Puss
They
caterpillar.
can only say that. Is that like a that was must have been like a British etymologist,
Yeah, this Puss.
because they're always like
A
pussycat,
Puss
pussy,
caterpillar.
pussycat.
These hairs are hollow with a venom gland at the base. Just as the caterpillar gets more fluffy with each molt, each hair becomes more and more toxic as the caterpillar grows. Ooh, most people will experience some
God, this
intense
is a
burning pain at
monster.
the stinging site, but a small percentage of people may have a more serious allergic response. Bus, or is it Bus? It might be because this
Ugh.
entomologist is Buss is their last name, so I guess it's Buss said. It's Puss and Buss. It felt like the pain was just jumping from one area. A Florida woman who got stung in 2019
No.
told WOFL, "I just don't wish it on nobody. It was
Ugh.
the worst."
It's a horrible creature.
The effect and pain of the sting may vary among individuals. They also vary depending on the thickness of the area of skin where the sting occurred. The burning sensation went away in a day or so, but that blister and then subsequent kind of irritated area was visible for several weeks. The manager of Virginia Tech's Insect ID Lab, Eric Day, who was also stung, told NPR. So, it's not an instantaneous shock of a hornet or wasp, but it builds for a long time in a frightening way, said David Wagner,
Oh my
an
gosh.
entomologist at the University of Connecticut. No one expects stings to gain in impact or discomfort, and these will, even up to an hour later. It's quite a wallop.
Oh golly. I am gonna have nightmares about this
Well,
creature.
don't worry, because it says that despite their painful stings, Puss caterpillars are very rarely deadly, and death occurs only when the victim has a severe allergic reaction to the sting. I think it's important not to overplay insect stories such as happened with murder hornet, Judith Myers, a zoology professor at the University of British Columbia, told Newsweek. I think sensationalism should be avoided. The murder hornets are exceedingly rare but have received nationwide coverage. I remember the murder hornets?
Yeah.
You remember when that was on your 2020 bingo card?
Yeah.
If you are stung by a puss caterpillar, it may help to relieve the pain by using tape to remove the broken spine tips from the skin, applying an ice pack, and using oral or topical antihistamines. All right, so that's your plan. If you go ahead and get a puss caterpillar sting, you gotta get those little hairs those little hair stingers out of you.
Oh, jeez.
And then apply ice and use some antihistamines, and that should help out. I've seen these in Florida. I remember seeing these like on a fence on the playground and stuff, and I don't think we ever got stung or touched them. I think we
Good
just
thing you
looked
didn't
at
mess
them.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they turn into something. They turn into a fuzzy moth too.
Let me see this
when
moth.
they turn into their
Puss moth.
moth.
Let me see
Puss
this
moth.
Puss moth. Oh, okay. All right.
He's like cute.
Yeah, I like it. It's one of those like it's a moth that kind of looks like it's a mammal, you know? It looks like a little rodent almost because it's so fuzzy. I like it. I'm into it.
Like a Beanie Baby.
It does look like a Beanie Baby. It looks like a beanie. I would definitely get a Beanie Baby or some kind of plush of the Puss moth. The Puss moth is cute.
I just don't want to see its face. I have a feeling its face is like all messed up.
No, I'm looking at its face. It almost looks like a bird. It's almost like a bird. It's got these antennas that look like feathers, like two feathery eyebrows, and it's got like big brown eyes.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. I see it from a different angle, and it's very adorable.
It's cute.
It becomes from a little hairball looking thing to
I kind of want one. I want one. I want a Puss moth. Where's my Puss moth?
I think I saw a dodo. You know that like YouTube show that has like sweet little animal stories? There was like one that had to do with a moth. Like this moth trusted this woman to raise her children, like something bizarre like that.
That's too weird.
Like I think you're putting too much on this moth and what it's
doing. Takeaways from that, don't go calling it a puss moth or puss caterpillar, or you'll look stupid for about the 5 minutes that I did. Puss like a pussy cat. Like
yes,
a pussy cat. All right, well there you go.
And I found I will also send the links to the Sunflower Farms goat, little baby goats.
Yeah, check out these little
baby goat video.
Yeah, check it all
out.
And
the also the mother moth trusts rescuer to raise her babies dodo video.
Yes, the dodo. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. I don't think I have anything else to say this week. That's all I've got. That's all I can handle.
That's all I can handle.
So, like Cinderella, the puss turns to puss. And with that, that's the end of this episode. So, this has been your Weird News Update by Florida Person. Yeah. You can check us out anywhere that you get your podcast. Share with a friend. Give it to an enemy. And you can also check us out on YouTube as well, where you can also stream this podcast.
Yay.
I've been Jackie Schwartz.
I'm Meg Gallagher.
And we'll see you next time.
Yay. Bye.
Florida Person. Florida Person. Florida Person.